Yeah. Okay. I just start by saying I appreciate the way our team competed, the effort that they played with the entire preseason. I mean, um, regardless of who was out there, they played the right way, and I felt like they were giving us everything they could give us. And I know there's a big evaluation that needs to take place and all the rest of it, but really proud of the way our team just goes out there and battles. So those guys all did it all the preseason long. So thankful for that. Questions?
I know it was limited snaps for Tyree, but just the thought of being able to get him over that hurdle, get him out there for that first time.
Just following we've kind of had this plan in place all along, and the medical people have given us very good direction and a guideline of what to do and when to do it, and we're just trying to kind of follow through with that. And today was another step in the right direction. Get him out there on a game field. He had padded practices this week, and I think he thought he showed up a little bit. I'll have to see the film just to know exactly how it went and all the rest of it. But just another positive step in the right direction.
Aiden did some things tonight, playing from behind for the first time.
Yep.
That little 2-minute drill at the end of the first half got you into field goal range. Your thoughts on his performance?
Yeah, he like I said, he learns every time out. It's only his third opportunity in the National Football League, and so he's played 6 quarters or whatever it's been, or 7 quarters in a few games here. So, I thought he made some nice plays, some nice throws. Kind of handled some things at the line of scrimmage, and a handful of things we're going to need to fix and correct too. So. Like I said, typical of all those young guys that get out there, they either do it right or we're going to learn from it. So, in my opinion, it's kind of all positive in that regard.
It was a nice start to your day to get Josh Jacobs wrapped up.
Yeah.
Your kind of thoughts on
Yeah, I'll say the same thing I've said for months. I love the player and I love the person, and I'm excited that he'll be back here soon, and look forward to just acclimating him into our group. There's some new faces that he hasn't quite met yet, and I know he's eager to do that as well. So, super excited. I love the kid. Obviously, he's a great football player. Meant a lot to our team last year. Is going to mean a lot to our team this year.
I'm sure you've been in this situation before, but I think there's probably about 5 practices or so before that season opener. Maybe depending on what your schedule is, 6.
Yeah, something
there
like
you
that.
go. Do you feel like that's enough time to at least get it?
It would be hard for me to say that, until I have an opportunity to see him, and and I think he has, his conditioning and just the way his body feels obviously will play a role in that too. So the goal will be to get him in and get going, and we'll do the right thing, whatever the right thing is. If there needs to be a number of plays early in the season, then that's it. If there's not, then there's not. So I don't think any of us will know the answer to that yet.
As you guys go to make decisions on Tuesday, can you take us through the process of what you do now with evaluations with your coaches, and then meeting with Dave and his staff?
Yeah, it's this next few days is it's a tough couple days. You've been working with 90 guys for a long time, and now the time comes where we got to make some decisions and kind of get the roster pared down and start working on the practice squad and making some tough decisions. So we've already done a lot of work on that. We've evaluated our team every step of the way, every practice we've had, every joint practice we've had, every preseason game. So we have a lot of information already. We'll take stock of what happened tonight, some of the things we were interested to see based on who played and how much they played and what they did. And then we'll just, there's no shortcut to this. So we're going to have a lot of discussion tomorrow, Monday, obviously leading into Tuesday. So, we'll try to do the right thing. Whatever the best thing is for the Raiders today and going forward, that's what we're going to try to do. And Dave and his group have done a tremendous amount of work. Our staff has evaluated every clip of film we've taken from OTAs on, and we'll just try to put the best group together that we can.
And as you evaluate guys that potentially could be on the practice squad, are you looking specifically for a certain kind of guy that maybe couldn't make the 53, but a certain kind of guy that you want on the practice squad out there every day?
I just think the practice squad really is an extension of the roster to us, because based on the rules the way that they are now, and the ability to elevate players, at a given time based on how many times you've done it, so on and so forth. the practice squad can absolutely be an extension of your roster, which is the way we used it last year. And there was a number of guys that were on the practice squad that came up and played very meaningful snaps for us. So, there's a lot that goes into that. We'd love for our practice squad to be filled with guys that are that we feel like have the traits and the skills that we think eventually will lead them to the roster, whether that be through injury or just development. And so, we have a lot of guys that could fit into that category. There's no question about it. So, the tougher the decisions, the better your football team. I'm hoping the decisions are tough here.
Josh, Damian Williams is a guy who's done this at a pretty high level.
Yep.
And it feels like maybe his legs are back under him now. And tonight he obviously showed that. What were your thoughts on his play?
Yeah, ran hard. He's a physical player. I've competed against him a number of times, and he just he's tough to tackle. He's a pro. Very physical. Just brings a tough mindset and attitude. Scored on the long run, then went down and ran down the kickoff team. So a guy that brings some value to your football team in other ways as well. So fits in with our culture. Has done everything we've asked him to do. Had a couple really nice plays tonight, which was great to see. And again, we'll kind of see how it all sorts out. But he's definitely a guy that has made a case for himself. Yeah, Christian, I've been with Christian since he came into the league, basically, other than last year, and he's just continued to develop and grow and improve. As a receiver on offense, and then also contributing some of the kicking game too. So, young player that I still think his best football is in front of him. Made the most of his opportunities tonight, and has tried to do that every time that I've been with him. So Christian's definitely put himself right there in the conversation too, in terms of being able to be on the roster or something right there.
Thank you, Coach.
Good to go? Okay, thanks.